Jane Fonda. Come and sit down. Gracie, wonderful to see you in New York.
Yes, thank you very much. It's nice to be here. Haven't been back for about 4 or 5 years. Nice meeting you. Very nice to meet you.
Great, you're looking absolutely marvelous.
Not so bad. You shoot in 72. All right. Excuse me, I'm a little square, dear. I've got to cover my knees up. Why?
No.
I don't like them, not at my age. You see, I always want to cover up. But I love it at your age, and it looks lovely. I think there's nothing I like better. To see young kids going around, but it's lovely to see the guys. You all look beautiful. But I don't want to see mine. He's got great legs. They're not bad, but well. I like them in a bathing suit, but I don't want them when I'm going out. I feel it's not right. You know, you mustn't do that sort of thing. When you get my age, you probably feel the same way, see.
What your memories of visits to the States and so on, what was this about Pudding Basin?
No, as a matter of fact, this theatre is the first theatre that I began to make a success in 1943. Actually, I came to America, to the Palace, New York, in 1927, and I was a Frost, not a David, but I was a Frost. I was so awful. They put over the front of the theatre the funniest woman in the world, and I felt about as funny as a crutch. Then I was. It was dreadful, and I couldn't get hold of anything, and I was singing a song called The Little Pudding Basin. So everybody says, what's Pudding Basin? Well, it's in the north of England. We have a basin, and you make puddings in it, a rice pudding, or dumplings, and things like that. And the song was a ridiculous sort of song. So they didn't quite get it until I started to explain the song before, which I almost had to do the same thing with another one, The Biggest Aspidestra. That was taken to be something else.
Oh, The Biggest
And it wasn't what you thought it was over here.
Yeah, will you do a bit of The Biggest Aspidestra?
The Biggest Aspidestra? Well, we'll start with the pudding basin, I think,
all right,
first.
Good.
I haven't got any music for this, but it doesn't matter. Old Auntie Flo was wealthy because she'd always practiced theft. And when she died, she left her relatives a little gift. Our cousin Joe, her favourite, had one all to himself. It was the little pudding basin that stood on the kitchen shelf. Oh, the little pudding basin that belonged to Auntie Flo, it's very much admired, for it's quite a curio. When he's asked for a reference, well, all he has to show is the little pudding basin that belonged to Auntie Flo. That was the first one we had. Well, the Aspidestra, we did that for you last time we were here. What I do, I like to put I'm sick of doing it, you know. I've done it for so often. So I put Aspidestras and Walters and Sargent as one thing.
Oh, lovely.
They do it that way?
Yeah.
I think it sounds better. Then I get it out of the way, you see, out of your system. Right, shall we do the Aspidestras? Just the chorus. Well, it shot up like a rocket till it's nearly reached the sky. It's the biggest Aspidestra in the world. We couldn't see the top of it, it got so blooming high. It's the biggest Aspidestra in the world. The dogs all come around for miles, a lovely sight to see. They sniff around for hours and hours and wag their tails with glee. So I've had to put a notice up to say it's not a tree, it's the biggest Aspidestra in the world. Then there's the other one. Walter, Walter, lead me to the altar. I don't cost much to keep in food. Walter, come on, you all know it. Walter, to take me while she's in the mood. You know I'm very fond of chicken. We'll raise a lovely little brood. Walter, come on now. Walter, lead me to the altar, and I'll show you where I'm tattooed. still on. The war seems to have been on for me since 1914 because you're visiting hospitals right from then and now. You're still doing the same thing. You're meeting all the different soldiers, even from the First World War. Well, this song went right through. Don't be angry with me, Sergeant. Don't say what you were going to say. Don't be angry with me, Sergeant. Don't call me what you called me yesterday. Don't say rude things about my parents. Remember, they're the only ones I've known. And someday, though you are a sergeant, you might have some parents of your own.
Welcome back with Gracie Fields and Jane Fonda. That was marvellous. That was absolutely super. We want another one in a second or two. Your home is now Capri totally, isn't it?
Yes, I live in Capri, yes.
Capri, not Capri.
I've bought the property many, many years ago, 40 years ago. And the funniest thing is my husband and I went to Capri pretty well at the same time and was living right next door. There was a little beach in between, and I never met him until 20 years ago. That was the first time I met my husband, who'd been living next door, but I'd been watching this crazy woman. I had red flying hair in those days. I used to go there practicing my cartwheels and kicking and singing. I never saw a soul there. And it was the only way I got away to learn new programs, because I always returned to the London Palladium with a new program of songs. That when I was in England all the time, they always kept me so busy. I used to be going down to hospitals nearly in every town I go to. And from 11 o'clock on in the daytime, I'd be going on doing something. And I said, I can't concentrate and learn new songs. And then I found this little place in Capri. And I always said, well, I don't know. The good Lord must have just guided me there, because I would go there in 1 week. And in those days, we didn't have planes. It would take me 2 days to get there, crossing the water, 36 hours on the train. But I'd be learning a new batch of songs on the way, and then I would swim away when I got there for a couple of days, 3 days, catch the train coming back, and I was ready for the Palladium on the following Monday. That's how it used to go.
And that's where you rehearsed all your songs?
Yes. Well, there's been so many there.
Which song would you give us now? Which would you like to give us?
Well, a lot of people, and I always like to sing one that my husband always likes to hear me sing, and at the moment now, it used to be the September song, but now he likes me doing the Zhivago song.
Well, can we have that?
All right.
Johnny, let's go on the piano.
Somewhere, my love, there will be songs to sing. Although the snow covers the hope of spring, somewhere a hill blossoms in green and gold, and there are dreams more than your heart can hold. Someday we'll meet again, my love. Someday, whenever the spring breaks through, you'll come to me out of the long ago. Warm as the wind, soft as the kiss of snow. Till then, my love, think of me now and then. Godspeed our love, till you are mine again.
tragic that we've come to the end of our 90 minutes. I can't really believe it. But Gracie, thank you very much indeed for being with us. Please come back again.
Thank you.
Jane, please come back again as soon as you possibly can. Thank you all very much indeed. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you.